taking the 5-day life transformation course. I originally took it in 2015, and I reviewed it again in 2017. And both times I had amazing, profound experiences. As I referred to earlier, that's when I had my awakening or my spiritual rebirth. I think I already had the awakening. It was more the rebirth. It's when I was able to meet and see my board of advisors, which was a mind-blowing, life-changing experience for me. And the breakthrough, the 5-step emotional eraser, was great because I had already been 7-stepping like a fiend. I had been doing that, and I got through all of it on the mental level with the 7 steps with the bad relationships. Where'd that come from? That came from the influence of my father. Well, it needed another level to be cleared, a spiritual level. And working on the spiritual level is the 5-step emotional eraser, which is the breakthrough part of the course. There was a picture that kept popping up into my mind throughout my life. I thought it was my imagination. Like, where did that even come from? It was when I was an infant. And anyway, so during this time I came to realize it isn't your imagination. It isn't something that's just, you're just making something up. This is a, quote, picture to clear. That's where the jargon comes from, where you talk about the pictures. That's from the Berkeley Psychic Institute. But that picture, that scene is what you have to clear, and that heals it on an emotional level. And not only does that heal that for you, that heals it with those that share your DNA. So realizing that I cleared the first instance of me being physically abused by my father. I was an infant. So I cleared that. So that was a different level of getting rid of that bad pattern with men, and that needed to happen as well before I could be open and have it in my space to have the right man come into my life to be my mate, to get rid of that other level of that. So that was a great experience. And the ERT, emotional repolarization technique, that I remember the experience with that when I reviewed in 2017. We got up front and you had me demo with another student, I believe. And it was me clearing the being ganged up on by my father and my brother. And this was about the verbal and emotional abuse. My dad thought it was cute to have my brother gang up on me with him. My dad treated my brother like a buddy. He wasn't the mentor, he was the buddy. So anyway, so my younger brother was kind of like, he was up here. He was up here on the same level as my dad. He could tell me what to do, he could tell me what's up, he could talk down to me, etc. So that dynamic was created. And so we had to do an ERT for that. I had to lock it in with minerals to hold that vibration. It was such a shift. But that really cleared that out of my space as well. So these are very important tools that help you on all these other levels that have to do with, besides the mental part, which we learned in the 7 steps and we're doing today with relationships. So I can't emphasize the importance of it because this allows you to address all 4 parts of your being. And the completion letter, obviously, as well. It allows you to address all parts of the being, which is holistic. So people say, well, I don't believe this and this. You can will yourself out of being in pain or being sick. Some cases you can if the root cause is mental, but you can't really will it. You have to clear it anyway. But there's other ways. Maybe it is a physical root cause. Maybe there's those biochemicals in your body from having that done and having that happen to you that you've got to get out. You've got to get them out through the ERT. So there's all different ways. It gives you the tools you need to address every part of your being so you can get rid of anything and everything. So it's absolutely wonderful.
The results and benefits of our training program are only available to members of our private association.